Now let's start the day one. How you can generate abundance of leads weekly, every week, consistently, and how it is related to offer, how you can create your offer. So for us to know about the leads, how to generate leads, consistent leads every day, every week, the most important thing is to know the fundamentals of marketing, because without marketing, even if you are author, very famous, really good, but if you suck at marketing, then you are not going to generate any leads, because you don't know how to capture their attention. So let's go and talk about what are the fundamentals of the marketing. So the first question comes that what is marketing? What do you think is the marketing? Write in the chat for me, my VIPs, and also the Facebook chat, write for me. What do you think is marketing? Oh, Salma is here. What is marketing? What do you think is the marketing? I want you to write. Also, for my VIPs, you got the workbook, write it down there, write in your workbook, what is the marketing? I want you to take notes when we go through this challenge. Okay. So the marketing is the ability to capture attention and interest in what you are going to sell or in what you are selling. So the ability to capture attention and interest. If you can capture attention, if you can capture interest and curiosity, then you're doing good with your marketing. So the ability to capture attention and interest, that is what we call marketing. Many people don't know, they think the marketing and sales are the same, but there is a difference between marketing and sales. Who can say what is the difference between marketing and sales? Can you write there? Can you write in the chat? Marketing is the ability to sell yourself. Okay. It's ability to sell yourself. Okay, so you have also this misconception, Alina. So sales takes over where marketing ends. Oh, you're close. Marketing is fulfilling a need. Okay, let's go and talk about it. Marketing means getting leads to want to hear your offer. So if your leads, if they want to hear your offer, they don't want to buy anything from you, they just want to hear, you capture their attention, you capture their interest or curiosity, but they are not yet in the mood of buying, they are not ready yet, they are not there yet. So that is the difference between sales. Marketing means getting leads to want to hear your offer, versus sales means getting leads to want to buy your offer. So there is two difference. In sales, you want to get your leads so that they buy your offer. But marketing, you want to just capture their attention. You want them to want to hear about your offer. Okay, this is a big difference. And how you follow the strategies here for your sales and marketing, they are two different strategies you need to follow. So the marketing is the most important one. If you succeed at marketing, you are not going to be successful either in your sales. So the first step is your marketing, to know what is the marketing and who is your market, who are you talking to. And for that to be good at marketing, to capture the attention, you need to have a good offer. And we need to now know what is an offer. So everyone talking to, what is an offer? Why should I have an offer for my marketing? So before going and talk about what is marketing, so a minute. Okay. So before we talk about what is the marketing, what I want to tell you is that why there are actually 97% of coaches are stuck. Why do you think 97% of coaches are stuck in building their business, in launching their business, and growing it. Why? What is the reason behind that? I want to read that. Cool. Information marketing, sales, a great understanding, limiting beliefs. That can be, Susan, limiting beliefs, a good point. But the answer is that they are focusing on wrong things. So probably you are a very good coach, but because you don't know about the marketing, you don't have a good offer, or you are focusing on multiple things or focusing on wrong things. That's why you feel stuck. That's why you are not doing the right thing. So you are not focusing on the right thing. That's why you feel stuck. So 97% of coaches, they feel stuck. They are stuck in their business because they're focusing on the wrong thing. And the rest of that, the 3%, what is the common factor amongst all successful coaches? So those 3% of successful coaches, what do you think? What is the most common factor among them? Why do you think they are successful compared with those 97% coaches that they are stuck? It's more showcasing your product. Okay. It's good. It's because they sell a core offer that is viral and irresistible. So it doesn't have anything with your sales, Camille. It doesn't have anything. It's because your offer is not good. Because you're focusing on the wrong thing. You are working probably on your sales, on your hiring team, probably creating your program, marketing yourself with ads, funnels, a lot of things I have heard before with prospect and also my client. And they didn't even know that they don't have a core offer. They didn't have a viral offer, an offer that is profitable, an offer that is marketable, that your audiences wants to buy from you. And if you're focusing on the wrong thing, what happens is that everything else you do will go wrong because the fundamental of your marketing, which is the offer, is not set up correctly. Now let's go and talk about what is an offer. Offer is very simple and at the same time difficult to figure it out on your own. So an offer is include who, what, how. In other words, who do you help specifically? You can help so many people, but if you want to have a viral offer, who do you help specifically? Who are your audiences specifically? What do you help them do? What problem do you help them solve specifically? You cannot choose 2, 3, 4 problems. It should be very specific. One problem, one core problem that you're going to solve that show you an expert. We're going to talk more about that. And then how? How do you help them do that? What is your method? Here comes to your expertise. What are you expert in? What unique method you have that you're going to help them to solve that problem? So who do you help? What do you help them do? And how do you help them do it? And in other words, is that who is your ideal clients? When it comes to who, means that who are your ideal clients specifically? And what their problem? What is the problem that you're going to solve? What is the problem that they have currently? What they are challenging or struggling with? And how is your method? How you're going to solve that? Any offer can go viral if it fits to this offer framework. So you probably have heard of this who, what, how. But what is the most important thing is that there are some elements when you are creating your offer. If you follow that framework, then you make sure that you have created a powerful, irresistible offer. But if not, then you have created an offer like so many other coaches that they are not successful. And let's go and talk more about that. There are 6 elements of a viral offer. that you need to make sure you have it in your offer. If you have it, then you will be successful. But if you don't have it, then it will be very genetic. It will be very general offer. Let's go on now talk about that. The first element is the size of the problem. That many of coaches, they don't even think about this. Think about it when it comes to their audiences or their ideal clients. Let's go now talk about what do I mean by that. The size of problem. You can't solve little problem and then expect to build a great business. So if you just say that I'm going to help people feel happier, it's very general. It's not a problem. It's not a big problem that show you an expert in your field, like how you are going to help them feel happier. So if you're the problem that you're solving is very little, that they can solve it themselves, watch something, read something, then they are not going to pay you for that. Why they are going to pay or waste their money if they can solve it themselves? And also, the most important thing I have heard from many from the leads, many coaches out there, they say that I know this problem is very big and can solve the problems of many audiences that I have. It's not enough if you think that it's a big problem. Your market must also believe that. So if you think that, okay, this is a big problem because just you have had this problem, but without doing any market research and to realize that, okay, this is something that really my market needs and wants it or not, then you are not going to be successful. And the solution is for this is that solve a problem that causes the most pain for your ideal clients. Choose a problem that they have been struggling with for so many years. They have tried so many things, but they couldn't solve it. And that comes your expertise. So the size of the problem, choose a bigger problem, choose a greater problem. The second element is about time with the problem. Let's go and talk about that. Time with the problem. Okay, if your prospect has been dealing with this for just a week, you probably don't care enough to buy the solution that you're offering. So the many coaches, many audiences, they have been struggling for so many years with a specific problem, and that's why they are willing. They know they cannot figure it out on their own. They have already tried it, and that's why it comes your expertise. But if they have just been with that problem 1 week, 2 weeks, even 1 month, they don't probably see the value you're giving because they have not gone through so much pain yet. That's why you need to choose a problem that is costing them so many years and they cannot figure it out on their own because they have not experienced enough pain to know the value of what you are going to help them with. And the solution for this is that choose a problem that is costing them so many years. The minimum, at least 6 months. 6 months, 1 year. Because if the problem has been for just a while and they think that they can solve it themselves and has not given them so much pain, it has not costing them, then of course they don't see the value you're giving. Okay, the next one, the third one is the complexity of the problem. It should be, let's go and talk about this. So when we say the complexity of problem, what do we mean by that? There are two kinds of complexity when it comes to the problem. It's low complexity and high complexity. Low complexity means they can find the solution anywhere. They can even Google it. But high complexity, then it comes to your expertise, your knowledge, your skill. And they may never figure it out alone, or they have tried it so many years, but they couldn't. They don't know how to do it. They see that, okay, this is so complex, difficult to solve, that I need an expert and mentor to help me fix that. So example for low complexity is that, okay, how to play tennis. You don't know that, but then you can Google it easily, try it for some time, and then you can play. You can try, you can play tennis. But high complexity is how to win a tennis tournament. That requires mentorship. That requires an expert to help you how to win a tennis tournament. So this is the example how complex is that problem. So what is the solution for that is that you choose a problem that is very difficult or hard for your ideal clients to figure it out on their own. And then it shows you the value you're giving. It shows how expert you are, how skillful you are in that. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I'm with the problem. Now let's go and talk about more the next one, the fourth one. What is the fourth one when it comes to viral offer? Is the sophistication of solution. What is that? Sophistication of the solution. Let's go and talk about that. The fourth one. There are two actually. We have two complexity, and then we have two type of sophistication: low sophistication and high sophistication. Low sophistication means that almost anyone can do what you do. So anyone in your field, probably in your market, can solve that problem. Exactly what you do, anyone can do that. It's not so difficult. And high sophistication, it means almost no one can do what you do. So these are two things. Example for that is that if we say low sophistication, how many can clean a kitchen? I mean, everyone can do that. There is no expertise in that. You don't need to be expert in that. You can clean a kitchen. Everyone can do that. But when it comes to high sophistication, is how many can do a brain surgery? So not so many. There you need to go through education, and then you need to go to the practical, the surgeries. There comes your expertise. What is the solution when it comes to viral offer, and specifically when it comes to sophistication of solution? Choose a solution that you are expert in. There are so many areas, probably you don't know where is your expertise, because we like we as individual, we are so hard on ourselves, and we don't even know what we are expert in, or we think we are expert in everything. So when it comes to the solution that you are going to choose a solution that you think you are expert in, and it shows that your uniqueness. It can be your method, or it can be the person you are, like through the solution that show your expertise, your skills, your knowledge, that you are very good in that. We will go and talk about it with examples, or if you have any question on that. The fifth one is the certainty of the result. What do we mean by that? So the first one is size of problem, time with problem, complexity, sophistication of solution, and certainty of result. Do you want to hear about that? Do you want to know more about this? Jenny say, I love your attitude, Mariam. Thank you. Love you, Jenny. So, but choose an area. Cool. Google can solve the problem. Exactly. Sales is an exchange. Cool. Okay, certainty of the result. Let's go and talk about this now. So when we say certainty of result, if you are not, that comes to your certainty, to being confident in what you are offering. If you are not 100% certain you can solve that problem, the energy goes there. They feel that your clients, your ideal clients, prospect, they feel that, and they are not going to buy that. So to be able to be very certain on the result you are delivering, that comes a point that you need to work on. People who lack certainty charge cheaper prices. Think also like that. Because if you are an expert in your field and you know your value and you know the solution you are giving is so much valuable that you are not going to charge cheap because you know that you are going to fix that. David said, I charge really low. Yeah, exactly. So this comes also to the certainty of the result. When you know that you can deliver the result for your clients, then you are not afraid. You're not afraid of charging higher prices because you are expert in that. And the example is between freelancer or expert, because experts charge higher prices, but freelancers, they charge low prices because they are just going for the process, not the outcome, not delivering the result. And what is the solution for this? Is develop absolute certainty in yourself and your skills that you can deliver the result. And one thing I tell you honestly, this comes because also I have had this. I was in a time that I didn't have any confidence and I couldn't charge higher prices just because I was so afraid and I didn't have the confidence. And that comes that you're the mentor, the coach can help you. Because once you are so sure and certain about the result you are giving your system and you know all, then there will be no uncertainty. And the energy also, they will get that energy. So develop absolute certainty in yourself and your skills that you can deliver the result. Okay. Now we have talked about this. The sixth one. Sixth one is the speed of the result. So size of the problem, time with problem, complexity of the problem, sophistication of solution, certainty of result, and the sixth one, the sixth element of a viral offer, a resistible offer, is speed of result. Let's go and talk about that. What do we mean by that? It means the faster you can produce results, the more time you save them and the more valuable you become. I have heard many coaches, they think if they give more time and go through a program for a longer time, for example, 1 year, 9 months, 8 months, they think then they have more higher chance of getting clients, but that is wrong. The people that already have been in the pain, they cannot wait 8-9 months more to go through that. They want fast result. That's why they choose you as a mentor. They want to have a mentor, a coach, so that you can help them accelerate that result. They want to get over of that problem. Maybe it's limiting belief, maybe it's fear, maybe it's their business, maybe it's their relationship. They have already tried that with the books, with the free courses, with a lot of things. And they see that they cannot do it, they cannot figure it out on their own. And they want you as a mentor, as an expert, to help them, to give them that result. So this is a mindset problem that you have. You think that you will become more valuable if it is more, give them more time. No, that's not. But you need to be also you need to make sure also, if even if you say for 2 months, 3 months, 2 weeks, you can solve a problem for your either clients, then you need to be sure, you need to be 100% certain that you can deliver that result. So first is your expertise, that you can deliver that result, and then the speed of that. So I'm telling you, the faster you can deliver that result, you can produce that result, the more valuable you become in the industry. Fast result is the viral and irresistible offer, and how this is how we're going to help you with. Now let's go and talk about the perfect offer. So as we said, there are 6 elements of the viral offer. And the first offer, so when it comes to the problem, so it means that you should choose huge problem when you create your offer, your viral, irresistible, perfect offer. It should be huge problem. It should be for your clients, ideal clients, years wasted. They have wasted or spent so many years on that, they couldn't figure it out themselves. It's very difficult for them to solve it alone. That's another thing. And it's difficult to find expert in that field. It's very difficult for them. And then absolute certainty. That's also something that makes you unique. There are so many other coaches out there, experts, because they are not certain about delivering the results and they are just thinking about the process, but not the result and outcome for their clients. That's why they are not successful. So certainty also, the confidence, certainty of delivering result also is very important. And then fast result. You need to make sure that you can give them the result as fast as possible. And that's why you need to make yourself valuable, highly skilled in that field. How's it? Okay. Is that clear? Cool. Okay. This is helpful. Write in the chat if you're enjoying that, if this is helpful, because I'm going to give you more. Okay, what's it say? What if a solution in its own right requires time? Example, losing 45 of body fat. That's your mindset. There are so many that they can give faster results. So you need to find that's not also losing is not a viral offer. So if you think, so then you need to choose another solution, Wassel, for that. Okay, very clear. Susan say very clear, valuable, Barbara. Okay, great. Now let's go and talk about, there are actually in these 6 elements, some part is your job, your ideal client situation, and 3 others is about you. So 3 elements is about them, your clients, that you are going to choose for the problem, and then the solution, the expertise, the 3 other comes to you, that is related to you. When it comes to size of problem, time with problem, and complexity of problem, that's about your ideal clients. That's why you need to choose a problem that for your ideal clients that is very huge and it's complex and it has taken them so many years. And the other 3 about you is about the speed of the result. You make sure that you're going to deliver a result faster, and the certainty of result, and the expertise, sophistication of the solution. So part of that is about your client situation, and another part is you, that you need to build that skill for you. So it's very good to be clear and also aware of that. What are the parts of you as a mentor, coach, entrepreneur, consultant that you need to build up to become expert and unique in your industry? Okay, cool. Now that we know what is an offer, at the end of this session, we are going to, and I'm going to help you with the questions on how you can create your offer through ChatGPT, through AI, so that it helps you, give you some ideas on what can possibly be your offer. We're going to go and talk about that. But let's, now that we know about our offer, let's go and talk about the marketing. So you learned about what is the difference between marketing and your sales. And for marketing, first of all, you need to have a good offer. Now that you know that they offer, what are the elements of an irresistible, a perfect offer, you need to know what makes bad marketing. How do you know if your marketing, the marketing you're doing is good or bad? Let's go on now talk about that. Okay. All comes to unclear messaging. If your messaging is not clear, if you are not clear about who you are talking to and the kind of message you are doing, it make it so confusing for your ideal clients, then it means your marketing sucks. That it means you're not doing well in your marketing. So, and clear messaging. Messaging is the most important part in your marketing. So, what is messaging now? Messaging means it what you say in your marketing content to attract your who, how you say it, so that they know exactly what you do and how you do it. So again, what you say in your marketing content, what you say in your marketing content, any content to attract your ideal clients, and how you say it, how you are marketing it, how you're saying it, so that they know exactly what you do and how you do. So, for example, if it comes to my business, the type of content I am putting is exactly show who I am helping. I just tell them who I am targeting and how I'm saying it. I tell them what I'm doing and how I'm helping them. If you're doing your messaging, if it's clear, if someone, they don't know what you're doing, if someone comes to your profile and just look at the scroll down in your profile, in Facebook profile, and just check and see that if they in within 1 minute, if they understand what you are doing, what kind of business you are doing, it means your messaging is clear and very good. But if you are putting different messages, posts, and they don't even understand, they are confused. Maybe one day you are doing for your network marketing, another day you are doing for your life coaching, another day you are sharing some coaches, some entrepreneurs posts, another day you're putting just a quote that is not related. Then you make them confused. It means your marketing is not good. You want your ideal clients to be so clear, and they get also that confidence, that trust that you can help them. When they come to you and when they get the first impression from your profile that how expert you are, how good you are with your messaging, then they also get this confidence, that this trust that you will be able to deliver result for them. So if your messaging is not good, means you are doing very bad marketing, and that's where you need to work on and be very clear on that. Okay, is that clear? Do you have any question? Very helpful. Chris Marie, Rana, is there a contradicting between number 2 and number 6? Okay, I'm going to answer your questions at the end. And now let's go and talk about the marketing again. What are 2 ways of getting attention for your business? There are 2 ways, always 2 ways that you can get attention. One way is very difficult. I mean, both ways are difficult, but one is much simpler for if you're just starting, and also even for scaling. One way it's more with the building the trust. So let's go and talk about that. The first way is the paid ads. So you pay to get attention. You use ads, shout outs, for example, for your Instagram, or ads. You use Facebook ads for to get attention, and that's costly. Of course, you need to pay a lot of money on that, and at the same time, you need to be very good with tech stuff to be able to do ads. If you're just paying someone to do the ads, and if you don't know how to do that ads, probably they just take your money, and then you don't know if that works for you. So if you're just starting, and you want to be more successful, I don't recommend paid ads at this stage, until you have some clients result, until you have hired a team behind you to help you with that. In the beginning, no, it will be so overwhelming, and until this point I have not used any ads, and I have helped um more than 100 of coaches into this, all organic marketing. So organic marketing takes time, but it's more successful. And that's why we focus on high ticket coaching, because you're going to focus on more quality than quantity. And then you build the trust, and you have more time to work on them to deliver the result. So the first one is paid ads. The second one is organic marketing. It means that you post to get attention. So the first one, you pay, and the second one is you post. You post to get attention of your ideal clients. And for you to be able to post great post or content, you need to know the fundamentals. And what are those fundamentals when it comes to posting? Then it comes to the secrets of storytelling, the secrets of copywriting and storytelling. And that's why those strategies we are giving you when tomorrow we are going to focus on that deeply. And for now, we have covered the fundamentals, how you can start, generate abundance of leads, 500 leads weekly. Okay, so, and now that we have talked about the marketing, here it comes. How you can generate abundance of leads is through organic marketing flywheel. We call it flywheel because it has a process that you need to go through. If you start from the fourth wheel, then you will not be successful. Let's go and talk about that. We call it organic marketing flywheel. Okay, good. So this is the whole wheel. The first and important one is source. You need to source leads. And then the second one is the capture their attention, capturing leads. And after you got them, then you nurture them, nurture leads. And once you nurture them, then you convert them to paid clients. So that's why we call it, this is all the time, it's in this circle, sourcing them, capturing them, nurturing them, and converting them. Today, I think we are going to talk about, okay, this is the exact framework that we are using to get clients, and also we helping our clients to do